I'm officially down to just one extra jar of discard in my fridge, and I'm going to use it. So I don't throw my discard away when I make sourdough recipes because I hate wasting stuff. Maybe that's good, maybe that's bad. I don't know. But I have been using my discard really well, and I'm getting down to this last jar, and I'm really proud of myself so that I can just have the one jar in the fridge, at least for now. So let's go ahead and bake with this. Today I'm making some sourdough discard rolls. I'm going to be making some stuffed sausage rolls for dinner for my family. And I love this recipe. It's super quick, it's really easy, and it doesn't take a whole lot to do it. So let's get to it. So first, you're of course going to need some things to be able to make this recipe, like a mixing bowl. So I'm actually going to be using my KitchenAid to mix this recipe. So I'm just going to be putting it straight into my KitchenAid mixing bowl. You're also going to need a scale that can measure in grams. You're going to need a spatula just to help if you have any splashing. You need to scrape down the sides. I do have my Pyrex measuring cup so I can melt some butter in the microwave, some water, some sugar, some flour. You'll need salt, an egg. You will need to melt some butter, and then we need some yeast, and of course you need your discard. My kids are outside playing in the yard, so chances are they're gonna come in here, and that's just how it goes as a mom. Bye! You're going to need 150 grams of your sourdough discard. So I'm going to turn on my scale. Make sure it's measuring in grams. It's kind of the worst if you don't pay attention and it's measuring in pounds or ounces, and it totally throws you off. So make sure it's in grams. Going with 150. Ooh, it's going to use a lot of this discard, which is awesome. Whoop, I went over by 4 grams. It's at 154. That's close enough. Now let's add in our water. We need 240 grams of water. Make sure to tare your scale so it's back to 0. All right. And we are using a little bit of yeast in this recipe because I need it quicker than in 4 hours. I need it in less than 2. So we are using yeast today. We need 15 grams. Now you need 20 grams of sugar. It's going to go straight on top of that yeast. And we're going to give that a quick stir. We just want to try and get that discard a little bit more dissolved into that water. It doesn't have to be perfect. Not a perfectionist over here. Mistakes are very much welcome, and they happen. And now I'm going to set this bowl to the side just for now to let that yeast start to activate and bubble up. While that is activating, I'm going to start melting our butter. So we need 35 grams of butter, which is just under 3 tablespoons. But I don't think it matters if you add a little extra butter. So I'm just going to go with straight 3 tablespoons of butter. And if there's a little bit more than 35, that's okay. I'm going to melt this in the microwave. So I don't melt my butter all the way. Let me show you. So I make sure there's still some solid pieces in there. I don't know if you can see that floating in there. That way it will just melt into it and it won't be too hot by the time I need to use it. So I try not to melt my butter all the way because we don't want to put in piping hot butter into our recipe because that will kill our yeast and we don't want to do that. While I'm waiting, I'm going to go ahead and fill up my water jar with more water since I used it. I just fill it up from my fridge and then I stick it in my pantry and it gets to lukewarm. That way I can use it in any of my recipes in the future. Alright, so I have waited about 5 minutes for this to sit and activate. I may have needed to use warmer water, so we'll find out if room temperature water is going to work or not with this recipe because it's not bubbling up like normal. But I did add the sourdough discard in with it, so that could be why. So let's go ahead and see how this goes. We're going to add 35 grams of butter, and this has been sitting so it's not quite as hot as it was. Again, this was 3 tablespoons. Let's see how much it actually is. Oh, almost perfect. 39 grams of butter, not bad. Now that we've added our butter in here, we're going to add a little bit of salt. If you're doing unsalted butter, you'd want to put in 15 grams of salt. Because I used salted butter, I'm only going to be putting in 8 grams. Now it's time to add an egg. You don't need to worry about tearing it. It's just 1 egg. And hopefully no shell. We need 540 grams of flour. I love these OXO containers. They're so helpful when I'm baking for all my baking needs. Everything I'm using today is in the comments below. I just have links to all the Amazon items I like. I'm also not one to buy the most expensive thing. I'm more practical. I like to get things that make sense, that don't break the bank, and that are very useful. So all the things that I get are maybe not the top tier, but they're also decent and they're not overwhelming when it comes to price. Oh, almost there. 500. Oh my gosh. And 40. When does that ever happen? 540 grams exactly. That is awesome. Now I'm going to take this over to my stand mixer. Don't mind all my syrups. It is summer. My kids love snow cones and it's just that time of year, so that's what's around here. But I'm just using my KitchenAid. I put on my dough attachment and we're going to go ahead and mix this up. I always start on low, start on at about 2, wait for all that flour to get incorporated, and then you're going to bump up the speed. We're going to let this mix for about 5 minutes. If you have any dough that's sticking to the sides, get a fairly firm dough scraper. This one's flexible, but it has a nice firm edge. And you're going to just scrape down those sides just to make sure it all gets mixed in with your dough. Perfect. Let's keep going. Okay, let's check on it. So we're hoping for it to be all together, to be fairly smooth, not too tacky. And we can do the window pane test as well to see if it's built up enough gluten. Oh, it's so close. Let's give it maybe another minute. All right. There we go. You'll see right through that little area there. That works for me. Again, it's not perfect, but it's going to work out great. Going to go ahead and take this off. Now I'm going to plop it back in. I'm going to kind of shape it into a ball though. Plop it back in. I'm going to cover it with my awesome bowl covers, and we're going to let this sit for 20 to 30 minutes. Well, 20 to 30 minutes turned into just over an hour, so it's a little overproofed. Let's get it going. If you're making these rolls plain, you will want to use a scale, and you will measure each roll to be about 88 grams, give or take. But because I'm stuffing my rolls, I'm not super worried about how big they're going to be, so I'll have these 2 rolls that won't have stuffing in it, and the rest of them will. I've already made my filling, so I'm gonna go ahead and fill up all my rolls, and I'll see you in a second. I have all my rolls ready to go. They are stuffed with sausage. You can do an egg wash. I did not, but you will bake these at 375 for about 25 minutes. I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit of butter on top. These are all baked perfectly, and I can't wait to enjoy this with my family. I hope you try these discard rolls. You can stuff them if you want, or you can have them plain. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see all videos sourdough, and please let me know in the comments if you try these rolls.